Hello and welcome back to the How to CEO show. I'm your host, Murray Newlands. I'm recording this just after New Year 2023. 2022 was an amazing year. I firmly moved into Web3 and enjoyed the ups, the downs, and the craziness that went with it. 2023, I think, will also be a really fascinating year for Web3. Obviously, we're still seeing the market going down right now. Obviously, there's still going to be a lot of shakeout in the market as some of these projects that are already bankrupt, we know they're still going to go to the floor. The skeletons are going to come out of the closet, and there's still going to be more shakeup that way. However, I am very enthusiastic about what's going to happen and what I see happening in Web3 and blockchain. So what do I see on the positive side? Firstly, I think there is now an amazing community of people building great projects. I live in the Bay Area and I see amazing people doing amazing things in Web3 with blockchain, using different technologies in this space. So that's the first thing that really makes me exciting. The second thing is that I see amazing projects. And these are not projects which are just about launching a token and getting more and more people to buy the same token. I think we've been through that cycle. I think that cycle is gone and done. I think we're still seeing the clean out from that. So what kind of projects do I see as being exciting? Well, obviously, we saw with GameFi some amazing games in the last cycle. They did really well. A lot of those crashed and burned. A lot of people came in, built, saw the success of some games, and tried to just copy that model, just try and get some of that user cash, and they definitely did rug pulls. But what I am seeing is people building amazing games that are actually great games that people will want to play and be part of. They'll earn those tokens within those games. And I see the GameFi gaming side taking off. I see it being successful this year. I see there will be some great games launched that you will want to play. I think they will have tokens and they will have NFTs. They will have metaverses that will be successful. And I think some of those projects will be successful this year. Obviously, as I say, I still think we're going to see a lot of burnout, a lot of things go away there. DeFi. I definitely think there will be some DeFi successes. I know there are some DeFi horror stories, but I think there will also be some DeFi successes. I see people successfully looking at property technology projects. I think some of those will be successful. I think that will build real income coming onto the blockchain. I see it also helping to create new classes of financial investments where you can successfully invest in part ownership of properties where there is a real yield and those projects being really successful. Putting titles on the blockchain, putting properties on the blockchain, putting assets on the blockchain, putting debt on the blockchain. I think all of that will happen. That will lead to a new DeFi summer. It may be later in the year by the time that happens, but I think we'll start to see that come through. Also, Web2 to Web3. A lot of Web2 companies, traditional companies, have looked at what happened and what's been happening in the Web3 space. I think they're very interested in it. I think they're very excited about it. I think a lot of them are spending a lot of money traditional Web2 companies, trying to get the benefits of Web3. I think most of those projects will crash and burn, but I think some of those projects will succeed. And with those successes and with the failures, there'll be lessons learned. And some of those Web2 companies launching Web3 projects being successful, creating the playbooks for what success looks like, will lead to success in this coming year. And then we'll see great strides in Web 2 to Web 3 adoption. Oh, speaking of Web 2 to Web 3 adoption, I think until now it's been very hard to get into Web 3. You had to download a wallet, you had to save your seed phrase, you had to understand the technology, you had to use some kind of on-ramping platform to transfer money onto into your account, into your wallet. You had to buy some currency, which one to buy. If you then wanted to buy an NFT, you had to go somewhere else. You had to transfer that to buy the NFT, all kinds of complications. I think this year I've seen enough wallets being built, which are sign up with a Gmail account, sign up with an email, whatever it is, sign up with a text message. I think there's enough technology being built around that that will help create greater user adoption. And that is needed for those Web 2 companies to come truly to Web 3. I think a lot of those users using Web 2 companies will be using Web 3 technology, but probably then won't even be aware that they are. They'll continue using their application. A wallet will be created for them. They'll get benefits from having that wallet, but they won't even know that it's being created and used by the Web 2 company until they really start to feel the benefits. And I think that's going to be a major transition this year. I myself am joined One Piece. We're a fund and an incubator. We are running events in January, certainly, on Metaverse, banking on the blockchain, on Web 2 to Web 3, and looking to many other sectors to what we go into. I am delighted to say that over the Christmas and New Year period, I have interviewed some of the amazing people building amazing projects in the Bay Area. I'm looking forward to publishing those and sharing them with you. I'm also looking for more people to come on the show. So if you'd like to be on the show, please do reach out to me. If you've got something interesting to talk about, please do reach out to me. I'm your host, Murray Newlands. You'll be listening to the How to CEO show. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe if you like the show and look forward to many interviews coming up shortly. I'll see you next time.